this is Key, and the topic I want to discuss today is mental health. And even though I'm dealing with the passing of Chevy, my husband of 16 years, I'm still facing mental health issues that were existing prior to Chevy's passing. When we speak of mental health, a lot of times we look at it as either you're well or you're sick. No in between. And what I realized years ago is that it is a constant need that you should, like, you wake up every morning and wash your face and brush your teeth and you eat and you do regular activities in order to maintain your physical health. And the same way we do those activities and those routine activities, we need to practice a routine of a mental checkup, if you will. And prior to Chevy's passing, surrounding the fact that he was ill from 2019, he had his heart surgery and then his spinal stenosis surgery, and then ultimately, having to have his kidney removed because of the cancer. I was dealing with the illness that Chevy was not able to do what he normally did, and that he was at a point of, even back in 2022, not even knowing if he would make it through that year. So his illness, or shall I say illnesses, did provide us with a very challenging and stressful space in our lives. So in 2020, as a result of course, COVID, which the entire world was dealing with COVID, now working at home, Chevy is trying to recuperate from his open heart surgery. Then he goes right back into another surgery the latter part of 2020. All of this is creating a very anxiety-riddled environment and chaotic life. And so going into 2021, I was just at my wit's end. Chevy fortunately healed very well from both surgeries, the open heart surgery and the spinal stenosis surgery. And so 2021, I moved out. And for those of you who haven't seen our video on this when we separated, I'll put the link below. The most difficult part of me moving out was me accepting that I was not well. Mental health wasn't well. And I didn't want to appear as if I did not care for or love Chevy. The fact was, I had to be honest with myself and him and our children that I needed to move out to preserve my mental health. Moving out in 2021 allowed me the space and opportunity to do the work, to do the shadow work, to get the therapy, to do the journaling, to really find a center and to heal organically, daily, my mental health was not good. So fast forward to 2022, when we found out that he had cancer, all of the progress I made, I felt like it was a big backslide. And by July, I was drowning. But it was for a good reason, because I could not abandon Chevy. I would never abandon Chevy, especially in his most vulnerable, weakest point in life. However, I still was facing mental health issues. By the end of 2022, I graduated school. I knew that I had to do what I set out to do as far as school. And I knew that 2023 should give me the opportunity to work on my mental health and heal not just me, but my family too. We moved to Orlando, Florida, and we did that as a new beginning. Little did I know Chevy's gradual progression and looked like a very good recovery into the early parts of 2023 was slowly but surely reversing. By September, October, I noticed that he did seem a little weak. He did seem like he was losing his appetite more and more. I don't know if he felt that something was wrong and just denied it, but when I would ask him if he was okay, he would say yes. By the end of 2022, when we came back from New Orleans, I knew in the pit of my soul that something was very, very wrong. Even with the doctor visits saying that his blood work looked good, by January, the doctor said she was concerned. She did more lab work, routine lab work, and she said that she did not like the results of his kidney function, and it just spiraled downward from there. What I really want to bring awareness and highlight is mental health is directly related to physical health, physical wellness, mental health, mental wellness, a direct relationship. And I am now more so trying to process, of course, and grieve the loss of Chevy. However, I'm still trying to live a healthy life in a healthy space in my mind, in my home, surround myself with wellness. And for those of you listening that might be in a similar situation, you are already trying to balance your life, family, work, personal growth and development, mental health, and then you have life just, of course, happen, something very tragic, or maybe not as tragic as death, but something very life-altering happens, and it sets you back. The one suggestion that I can give is take the time to go back to whatever you were doing to help maintain a healthy mental and physical state, and make sure to place balance as a priority. We are all aging from day one. When we come in the world, we're aging. However, when you get to your 50s, 60s and on, we're aging more, I would say, visibly. And it's important for us to create healthy spaces, healthy relationships. For mental health, it's a daily and required priority. It can't be when we are overwhelmed, stressed out, grieving. It has to be every morning that we are blessed to wake up, that we place our mental health as a priority, that we create a space where we can be honest with ourselves, that we can ask ourselves certain questions and have answers, and that we can minimize the external stress and anxiety inducing visuals and internet, and we have to maintain balance between what we do physically and what we do mentally and spiritually. Don't allow a tragic life event to take us to a point where we spiral out of control. It's the daily, small activities, engagements that we have that adds up. And we don't want to find ourselves being out of balance. With Chevy gone, I am constantly facing the need to balance. I know that it's very recent since he's passed. It's going to take time, at least 6 months. I'm in therapy. I journal. I exercise. I'm eating better. I'm doing what I can in my daily walk, if you will. And I'm not changing my goal of where I want to be in really the near future, within the next year. I don't place unrealistic expectations on myself, but I do emphasize in my mind the need to be mentally stronger, positive, truthful with myself, and balanced. I hope this can help someone if you are going through something that is really taking your mental health to a unhealthy place. And I pray that this can help some or many find strength in getting their mental health back to the most balanced, healthy space it could possibly be. Don't give up. Know that you're not alone. Know that the moment you're in that might seem like it is very lonely, overwhelming, hopeless, know that that is a very temporary, and I do mean very temporary, space and time. I thank you all for listening. And until next time, be blessed.